Now, I'll explain what that means in a moment. First, the analogy, just like some trees are evergreen and some are deciduous and lose their leaves in winter, evergreen content works 4 seasons of the year. So it essentially a metaphor to mean it doesn't date. So for example, if you've got a blog post on your website and it's one that won't be very relevant to people in 6 months' time, let's say, well, it's not evergreen. Whereas if you've got an article that will be just as relevant next month, 6 months, 12 months' time, that is an article that will work longer and harder for your business. So evergreen content is another example of leverage. In the previous concept, I talked about automation, and that's a form of leverage. Leverage meaning you do something once and you benefit from it multiple times. That's the key to success in business. If you're always doing something once and then benefiting once, that's unleveraged, that's one-to-one. Leverage is about multiplying your results and amplifying your efforts. So Evergreen, in the same way, does that. Because if you, let's say you're doing 2 blog posts a month, if each time you do a blog post, it's something that's timely and relevant, but only for that month, you're on a content treadmill of having to produce content again and again and again forever, infinitum. Whereas if in that same output of 2 articles a month, they're evergreen, each month you're going from 2, 4, 6, 8, and across the year you're building up what I call a body of work of evergreen content. And what that means for your business is people come to your website, they'll be impressed, if it's done properly, with what they read on your website homepage, the value proposition, your core message, the benefits you help people achieve. They scroll down, they see your recent blog post, they see something that piques their interest, they click through, and then on your blog they see all these other articles. Now, in terms of having a funnel to pre-educate and warm up prospective clients, blogging and educational content is one of your most powerful tools. So if you've got a whole body of work of powerful, well-written, influential, intelligent blog posts, that's going to have a profound effect on anyone who reads them. We get stories all the time about clients who, for us, are accounting firms and business advisory firms, when they're talking to a new client and they ask them the question, oh, by the way, how did you hear about us? Often they'll mention an article from their blog. And it's not always articles, actually, usually not articles that are about the core of accounting. They're more articles around the periphery that relate to the target market about how to grow, improve, develop, and evolve their business. But blogging be another topic for another day. So let's recap the 4. You want to have measurability in your marketing. You want to have a dashboard, and we provide that in our Implementer platform, by the way, where you can see the core metrics. You can see website traffic, you can see trends, you can see Google rankings for your different phrases. Then you need to be split testing on a consistent basis. So, for example, split testing pages on your website, different landing pages, email campaigns. You need to be applying automation. If you're not using marketing automation, you're really behind the 8 ball compared to businesses who are. And lastly, build up this body of work of evergreen content. And you will have, when you combine all of that, once it's based on fundamental strategy, you'll have a marketing machine, something that generates inbound leads for your business on a consistent basis, so that you don't have to be the one going out there, pounding the pavement and knocking on doors, which is old school outbound marketing, which you don't want to do. No one wants to do that. If you have any questions about evergreen content or anything that I've shared with you in this series, feel free to ask questions in the comments below, and I'd love it if you could click like or share that video across onto your timeline or onto your page, because that would be a wonderful help in spreading the message about what we're doing, which is helping accounting and advisory firms really step up and make a bigger impact in the lives of their small business owner clients and the families in and around those businesses. Bye for now. Look forward to sharing with you our next Facebook and YouTube Live.